Hi, welcome to RAR Math. Today I'm doing a series of videos on solving higher order polynomials. So if you notice, each of these two have an x cubed, and they're not solvable with grouping, which is our normal practice. Usually if there's an x cubed, we have 4 terms, we look for grouping. Lovely process. Now, when we solve a polynomial, our first step is always to get the polynomial equal to 0 because of the zero product principle. When multiple things multiply to 0, one of them has to be 0. It's the only number that has that. And so we want to get all of this equal to 0. So for the first one, I'm going to add 5x squared and add 18x to both sides. On the left-hand side, I'm going to get negative 3x cubed plus 15x squared plus 18x equals 0. Now, when I look at this trinomial, I could factor with AC, but I also could notice that there's a negative 3 in all of the terms. So, and an x. So I'm going to factor out the greatest common factor, a negative 3x, out of all 3 of my terms. And I'm going to end up with an x squared, positive negative, minus 5x, positive negative, minus 6, equals 0. Now this is beautiful. I have a trinomial, the leading term is 1, love it. All I need now is 2 numbers that multiply to negative 6, add to 5. I start with 1 and 6 to check my signs. Because they're multiplying to a negative, the signs have to be different, and they're adding to a negative, so negative, the positive 1, negative 6, so that they add to a negative. That one works. Got it in 1. So I have negative 3x, x plus 1, x minus 6 equals 0. We were promised 3 zeros. We have 1, 2, 3. I can ignore the negative 3 because negative 3 doesn't equal 0. It is a constant. So I either have x equaling 0, x plus 1 equaling 0, which happens when x is negative 1, or x minus 6 equaling 0, which happens when x is equal to 6. So if I cluster these all together, I'm not worried about putting them in smallest to greatest. I just want to be able to put them in one box. I have my 3 zeros. Let's see if the second one is as nice. Again, I want it to equal 0 first, so I'm going to subtract that 63x over and get 7x cubed minus 63x equals 0. And again, I'm going to pull out my greatest common factor, 7x. I'm going to be left with x squared minus 9. I can factor this. It's a difference of 2 squared, but as long as I only have one variable, I'm going to say x is equal to 0 or x squared minus 9 equals 0 when x squared equals 9. When I, as the mathematician, introduce a square root, I have to acknowledge it could come from a good place or the bad place. So plus or minus. So I have x is equal to 0, negative 3, or positive 3. Once again, 3 solutions, 3 zeros. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.